All right, we're not going to get away from these news style videos where I crunch everything together. That doesn't necessarily get its own video, but it's newsworthy anyways. So this was tweeted out by Darren Drager, and TSN's reporting it, and this is really, really interesting. Do you want to see general managers panic? Tell them the league's salary cap is going to come in below $83 million. Now, back in January, that was the number that was reported by Gary Bettman himself. It's likely to be around $83 million. Now, word has it may be below $83 million. Now, the Vegas Golden Knights are already over $83 million. People will point out, it's the Clarkson contract. Don't worry about it. What if it's below $83 million? Plenty of reasons to worry. And there are plenty of general managers who are going to worry if that does become the case, because managers have likely been budgeting things out for next year with the understanding that it'll be an $83 million salary cap. And all I can think is, the report that on CBA negotiations and John Tavares saying, hey, this cap's going up too fast. Way too fast. Apparently somebody else may have been paying attention, may have agreed. Now, part of what may have caused this is, of course, Canadian teams are big revenue drivers, and the Canadian dollar has been low. So a low Canadian dollar could very well mean a lower salary cap, because teams like Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver not generating the kind of revenues they normally would if your dollar is devalued by about 10%. So it'll be very interesting to see when this officially becomes next year's cap number, if it's really actually below $83 million and how much panic that creates around the league. Apparently, according to Don Sweeney, Backes is a Bruin. He's a member of the team, and all signs point to no buyout for David Backes. So even though he was a healthy scratch against the St. Louis Blues in the Stanley Cup Finals, that $6 million a year cap hit may not be going anywhere. And if you're going to say he's a Bruin, it also means you're not trying to trade him or anything like that. So Backes, it sounds like it's going to be a Bruin still when October rolls around. But here's a signing for you. Anthony Duclair, who had a resurgence under the Ottawa Senators management after the trade from Columbus, has signed a 1-year, $1.65 million extension with the Ottawa Senators. Can't do a video just strictly on that. It's an interesting contract, but it's just for 1 year. There's no risk. Duclair was one of their best forwards after he got there, and he'll have a chance to do that again this fall, is my guess. The Senators, it's a smart move for them. It's a veteran player by their standards right now. He'd be considered a younger, a middle-of-the-road player in most situations, but in Ottawa, he's going to be considered one of their veterans. And apparently he enjoyed it there. 1 year, $1.65 million. Now, I have some concerns about Jim Benning right now, in that there's a lot of talk, and it's mostly on the Sportsnet page, not as much on the TSN page. But either way, concerned that Jim Benning is completely open to whatever he can do with that number 10 draft pick. Move up, move down. Well, moving up is just not going to happen. I really can't see anybody in the top 10 above the Canucks who are going to say, yeah, you can have our number 5, you can have the number 7, who won't want a lot for it. And no, Virtanen in the number 10 isn't going to do it. Virtanen's become Mason Raymond in all the Canucks fan trades now. Oh, well, we can move Virtanen and we can throw in Hutton. That'll work. So the rumors that they could trade the number 10 draft pick are out there, and it makes me nervous. Even though, I've gone over Benning's trade record before, and even the trades where he gets absolutely shellacked at the time, they haven't turned out to be as bad as reported. But trading that number 10 draft pick, that's dangerous. It is. And I wanted to end on a happy note today. Something fantastic. The Blues, their celebration, which people like John Hamm, Jenna Fisher, Brett Hull, please spare some champagne for the rest of us, Brett. While all this is going on and all these celebrities and big names are up there enjoying it, Layla has been a big part of it too. She was a focus during the playoffs, and they've made her a part of the Cup celebration, both on the night of the Cup celebration and now for parade and all these other wonderful things. I think it's a fantastic thing the Blues are doing here, and I think there are so many feel-good stories about St. Louis and their win that it's just continued to be this nice story. So, I offered them congratulations before. I have no problem doing so again, and it is nice to see big parades and celebrations and a fan base that's feeling that relief of finally having won. So we'll see where any of these news articles end up, especially that $83 million cap. And with the Layla situation too, does she now become a person who gets free season tickets, for next season as well? Did they just say to her, what, this is such a fantastic situation here, and you've been a good luck charm to us. Here's free tickets. There you go. And they may have done that already. I know they flew her into Boston and they made sure she had seats for Game 7. So they may very well have already done that. I just one of those things I'm thinking. So let me know your thoughts as always in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.